Market comes back down. Does it wick through that high? Absolutely. And that's permissible. That means it's allowed. We expect that. We anticipate that. We're not reacting. We're not scared by it either. Look where the bodies close. Right here. And it opens right there. So there are wicks that are going down into this buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, which is a BISI. It's a fair value gap. But what specifically stands out here? What is that? What's the segment between this high on that candlestick right there to this candlestick's high? What is this area? What is that? It's inefficient. But then when we see this candlestick here trade down into it, it erodes some of this inefficiency. So it starts from here to here. This becomes a breakaway gap. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see that filled in. Are you telling me that ICT is teaching how to see, anticipate, and work with breakaway gaps? Yes. Now, did I say ICT invented breakaway gaps? No. When I first started learning how to look at price action and John Murphy's book, which is the retail Bible for traders, everything in that book, if you know how to really trade based on what I'm teaching you, if you turn it upside down, if you see that pattern that's taught in that book, and my concepts are calling for the opposite, that pattern in that book is going to fail. Ooh. Don't take my word for it. Buy the book and challenge it. So, by the way, I don't have any affiliation with John Murphy, so when you buy his book, I get no kickback. So there it is. But it should be in every trader's library because it really is the retail trader's Bible. All that stuff in there is literally exploitable if you understand what price is really trying to do. So we have this area here as a breakaway gap. The reason why it becomes a breakaway gap and why we would never expect the depth of market, the DOM, even if there was bigger orders below the marketplace here, okay? If there was a stacking of orders below that, they were really large, okay? Big interest to draw into that area down there. They're not going to go down there. Those things are not going to fill. What? Yeah. Yep. No footprints are going to be found down below that low right there because it's going to go higher because this area is going to stay open. Why should it stay open? Because it's running out of this range right here. It's already done the work of digging into this daily propulsion block. So this is why you cannot look at one candlestick chart, one time frame, and follow the narrative. You can't be done, folks. Either you're taking in the information from the higher time frames and transposing them. That means placing whatever ideas that you think is supportive or counterproductive for your trade from a higher time frame, whatever makes that trade idea you're under the, I guess, expectation is going to pan out. Whatever those ideas are from a higher time frame, weekly and daily chart, they have to be on your tradable chart, either in some kind of annotation, some kind of line, or some kind of mechanism that draws your attention to it. Because if you don't have this information, if I didn't have the propulsion block shaded over here, you would not know what it is I'm talking about down here. What makes the context behind why it would be trading the way it is. You wouldn't know that. That's the only reason why I put this lipstick on the charts, because you're learning from me. So I don't need this, but because I don't need it doesn't mean I shouldn't put it on the chart, because if you're learning, it will help you. It's a crutch. It helps you stay organized from one time frame to the next. But my focus is up here. I want this to go higher. So I'm going to watch price, reading the tape, and look for all the evidences, all the signatures in price action that support that very thing coming to pass.